By extension, greetings to the rest of the continent. Today marks another brand new edition of the platform called The Motivation that comes away on Sendian's VIP Magazine, VIP TV, here in the Republic of the Gambia, West Africa. And for today's edition of the Motivational Platform, we are very proud and very honored to be in a distance conversation with a young Nigerian who has fought so hard to have climbed a very huge height in her educational and career ladder. She is Miss Christiana Njoku, live from Lagos. She is a native of Imo State, Eastern Nigeria, but currently she speaks with us live from Lagos, Nigeria. Greetings to you, Miss Njoku, and welcome to this platform here tonight.
Greetings to you too, Mr. Michael.
Yes, it is an honor. It is an honor and privilege to have you been featured on Sendian's VIP Magazine and TV here in the Gambia.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, before we proceed, thank you. Before we proceed further, let me use this opportunity to say on behalf of the management and staff of Sendian's VIP Magazine and TV, we say congratulations on your preferment as Woman of the Year in the area of inspiration and motivation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Sendians. I appreciate so much.
Yeah. By the same token, should I say happy birthday today?
Thank you. Thank you.
This is your night tonight. Are we good to go?
Yes, we are.
For those that watch us from East Africa, like Palm Cheetah, all the way there from Nairobi, Kenya, and the Tanzanian people will say to you in Swahili language, you say jumbo dabari yako komfutanya yezangu nakupenda pia asante kumsara when you could just see that thank for supporting us. And those from Rwanda and the Ichigwanda language, I say to you, Abagwanda, Nabakunda Moeze, to the Liberian people, my own people, the Imperial language, I say to you, we all I want. To return Sierra Leone, Mendes speaking Sierra Leone, I say to you, Bieluve. On the other hand, I say to you, Kai Gorman, to the Kono speaking people, I say to you, Wente in that very country. To the Aku speaking people, I say to you, Nakushio, to Western Nigeria, that comprises the Kiti State, Kwara State, Ondo, Lagos. Or your state, I say to you, Bao Nisha Baolumbo. Those of you I haven't seen for too long, I say to you, to Eastern Nigeria and CKE Biafra land, and I say to you, states like Imo State, where our guest actually hails from Enugu State, Abia State, Anambra State, and the rest of our Eastern Nigerians, I say to you, one name, Karaka, Ijia, Mechuku Abiyama, Amama Siamas Yoshimiria Tata, Eku, Mechuko Kike, Odoku Akataka, strengthening all of you wherever you are under the sound of my voice tonight. To Aku speaking people, and I say to you, Unakushe once again, to the northern part of the country of Nigeria that comprises Islamic people, I say to you, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is the Motivational Platform. Miss Njoku, there are lots, sorry for the poor pronunciation of your last name. There are lots of people that are going to be listening to you and watching you as you speak on Sendian's VIP Magazine or TV. Kindly drive us through your early childhood up to your academic and professional life currently.
Okay, thank you. My name is Christiana. I'm a personal development and relationship coach, a podcaster, and I'm the CEO of Expeditious Foods and Events.
Okay.
Well, my childhood. Well, I grew up in an environment where it was so difficult. Let me put it that way. It was so difficult for you to get a child, that will possibly do well in terms of education. Okay, I grew up in that area where every day you hear of fighting, you hear of thuggery and all sorts. People that know the area very well in Lagos will definitely know what I'm talking about. I grew up in Oshodi in Lagos. So it's a place where it's known for thuggery, known for, youthful exuberance and every other thing. But I found my way out of that environment. I never allowed my environment to overshadow what the plans I have towards the future.
Okay.
So I made sure that I never allowed my environment to take control of me. So right from my childhood, well, based on the situation surrounding my birth, I was called a special child. I was called a special child when I was born.
Okay.
So all that kept ringing in my head whenever I'm about to do something while I was still a child. That thought of you are a special child because this happened when you were born. These were the situations surrounding your birth and every other thing. So everyone around me kept telling me you are special. Especially my mom, she held me in high esteem.
Okay.
She kept proclaiming these things to me that when you were born, this happened and this happened. And so I made sure that I never allowed my environment take control of me. So I worked towards becoming that special child. People have been calling me.
Okay.
So throughout my secondary school, I've always been, topping the class. Though I have this group of, friends then, within us, it's always first to fifth.
Okay.
I'm always in the middle.
Okay.
First to fifth. So the journey started that way. So the friends I worked with while I was in secondary school, they helped in helping my present state right now.
Okay.
They helped me with, we shaped each other, every one of us, we shaped one another to becoming who we are today. Now I graduated a business administrator. I graduated a business administrator. Then I have executive master certificate in project management from the Project Management Institute. Then I have certificate in digital marketing from Google. Google certified me a digital market strategist. Then I went further because there's one thing about me. I like personal development. Okay? I like to develop myself in various areas. I like to research what do I want to do? What exactly which area do I need to channel my strength to? So I went ahead to Cherry Blair Foundation and the School of Marketing. I also got a certificate in digital marketing from the School of Marketing, London. Then I'm a certified customer service specialist. So those are ways I've been able to, help myself grow personally. Like I tell people, personal development, it is personal to you. It should be something that is personal to you. When you are personally developed, it shows around you. People notice it, people will notice it, and people will always give you the accolade, the respect that you desire. Do you understand? So personal development is a self journey. I discovered myself on time because I kept hearing in my head that I'm a special child. So I did a lot to make sure I channel my life towards becoming special.
That's beautiful, dear. Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So I went further. I like to talk about girls. I like to talk about women. So I went further. The Young African Leaders Initiative. I did a course with them and I was certified in understanding the rights of women and girl child. Okay. And in fundraising concept, that's Young African Leaders Initiative.
Yes.
Then I'm also a member of Nigeria Institute of Management Chartered. Okay. I'm an alumni of Power, which is Aspiring Entrepreneur Program. So I'm a member of Pan-African Women Entrepreneur Network. Okay. And also I'm an alumni of the Entrepreneur Assembly. It's a gathering of entrepreneurs worldwide. So business-wise and every other thing, I've channeled my energy to personal development in these areas. So
This is massively beautiful here from our guest tonight, live from our Lagos State, Nigeria, Africa's most popular nation. To Costa Dino Pelotero, the Botswana, I say to you, really bohelabo Lentin Jahaho in the Siswana language of all Botswana. And someone like Lele Zaka, Mighty, as well as Norotando Zanga, there from South Africa, I say to you, in the KwaZulu Natal language, I say to you, Sanibunanim Zanzi, Gayani Bengelela. French-speaking Africans, I say to you, merci de nous avoir support. Say that it's time for supporting us always. This is our guest tonight here live from Lagos, Nigeria. She has done so well. You listen to how beautiful the profile looks like. This is a young lady who has thrived so hard in the midst of a very challenging society. Quickly, Christy, tell me, at the time you were growing up, at what point in time did you realize that it was very, very crucial to become this multi-talented as you are?
Okay, thank you for that question. Well, before I answer that question, I've actually, while growing up, I wasn't born with, this silver spoon and every other thing. I wasn't born. I think I shared in one of my articles that how I emerged from being a seller. I sold so much. I sold. Virtually all of us sold. I have a large family.
Okay.
So virtually all of us, we sold one thing or the other because my mom used to be, we do much of selling then. We come back from selling in the morning, we go hawk, come back, prepare and go to school. So it was go to sell, come back, dress up and go to the school. Then when you come back after school, you still have to hawk. Then we thought it was like a punishment to us. But in the midst of it all, thank God at that particular time, a lot of people fell in love with the way I talk. They found out there's something about me. I can remember when I was in school, one of my teachers, he noticed the way I speak and he said, I don't see you in lesson. You don't attend lessons. So who taught you all this? How come you are, I was a bit better off than people they thought, are doing well in class.
Okay.
So he called me and said, I like the way you speak. But most times you are not attending lessons, you are not, extramural classes and every other thing. Weren't brought up that way. Ours is to go after school hour, we go and hawk. So it was like that and like that. So when my teacher told me something like that, you are good, you are this, just keep it up and every other thing. But before I could finish my primary school, I had already started, drawing and everything. I can do a sketch of just you standing, I'll do a sketch of you. So another thing that helped me was that my dad, there was a day my dad was listening to news. He was seated in the sitting room. He's a traveler. Then he was a traveler. Then let me put it that way. He was a traveler then. Did I tell you that I was born in the north? I was born in the north, So that day he came back from his travel and he was watching the news. Immediately the newscaster's name was written, on the screen, displayed on the screen. I pronounced that name. And my dad turned back. He turned back and said, who said that? Who called that name now? And I said, I did. Dad said, wow, that how come? That he never thought I could, pronounce such name. And I said, no, I pronounced very long a name.
You did not even struggle like Emeka struggles with Njoku.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
It just came like that. And my dad was like, the attention, it caught my dad's attention. And my dad was like, who pronounced that name? Because he never expected it.
Okay.
So from there, my dad began to there's something about this girl. Of a truth, there's something about this girl. And another time, he saw me writing. He saw me writing because then I do a kind of story. I could just bring up a story and start writing, drawing, and every other thing. So he saw my handwriting and he was like, wow, this your handwriting is so good. And from there, he said, anything I'm going to write, whatever I'm going to write, I'm making you to be my writer. So anytime my dad wants to write, probably a letter, he wants to, draft something, he will first draft it.
Okay.
In his own handwriting.
Yeah.
And then call me wherever I am to, to rewrite in my own handwriting.
Okay.
So I discovered that there's something about me that I need to just, develop. And that came about.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, that's beautiful, dear. This is the Motivational Platform here on Sendians VIP Magazine, VIP TV. With me here, Tony Michael Howard, who is tasked with the responsibility of inspiring and motivating the current generation of young Africans in the actualization of their respective dreams and preaching the message of peace and national unity, as well as revitalizing Africanization policy that speaks about good governance, social justice, democracy, human rights, and most importantly, the African unity. Quickly, you are not only limited to all of those things you've labeled, you also sing so very well. Where did you get that from?
Well, my singing, I would say I didn't learn singing, just came natural.
Okay.
It was when I started, going professional that I felt okay, I need to do some vocal trainings and, I did some breath manning and, it helped my voice. But right from the time I started singing, it just came natural. I didn't learn it. It wasn't something I learned. It came natural. It came natural.
Yes,
Now,
Christy. Yes.
While I was in, okay.
Go ahead. Make your point, please.
Okay. I just remembered an event now.
Okay.
While in school, I had a lecturer then, he thought of citizenship and, national, what is it called? Citizenship and national subjects.
Okay.
And he was looking for someone who could do the national anthem.
Yeah.
You understand? He was looking for someone to do the national anthem, Nigerian national anthem. So people were just looking because most times they see me, I could just be on my own and start, singing. So they started pointing, this, that. So I just managed. I said, okay, let me try. The whole of the auditorium filled with students. And I stood up. I took the national anthem, and the man was wow. So that again, everybody after the lecture, everybody came. They started coming to me. I was like, where did you get that voice from? So since then, my lecturer and I became, close. He watches over me. If there's any issue I'm having in terms of it, he just come talk to me, advises me, and every other thing. So that was it. I didn't learn it. It came natural. The natural gift.
I hope you're learning a lot from this fountain of knowledge here as she speaks of us live from Lagos, Nigeria. You come from a very challenging, should I say, competitive nation, Mama Nigeria. I say Mama Nigeria because even though I come from Liberia, but I call myself a continental property. So I'll talk to you tonight as a Nigerian. You can give me whatever Igbo name, Obiora or whatever, that's okay. You come from a very challenging, competitive nation on the continent. And the situation in Nigeria is not different from what is in Liberia. Bad governance is everywhere. You have a lack of opportunities for young people. The rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer. But you broke through, even though you says you were not born with a silver spoon in your mouth, so to speak. But you fought harder to have broken the deadlock to see yourself where you are today. There are young girls lesser than your age that have inherent beauty, should I say, talents. But most time they fall prey to some of the negative vices or advances from men in an effort to actualize in a dream. What's your piece of advice to young people who do not have the requisite opportunities to actualize their dreams, but they got the potential?
Okay, thank you so much. Now, as regards having potential, I tell people is you can have talent, you can have skill, you can have potential, okay? But if you do not seek for ways, to bring out those potentials and skills, it will just be lying down in there within you. So opportunities are found everywhere. And to girls around, as in that want to be, let me so to speak, like I've achieved so much, they want to be, achieve and then be known for all this. The advice I have for them is that no one can change their life except they make up their mind to change their life. No one can help them change their life except they come out. That's the essence of self-discovery. You have to discover yourself early. Self-discovery helps in purpose discovery, in the journey of purpose discovery. You have to discover yourself. Who am I? Who am I?
Okay.
What do I intend to be? And from there, you discover purpose. So everything begins to fall in place. First of all, self-discovery. Do not fall prey to anyone that says, okay, until I do this for you, I'll do this for you. You have to pay me in this. You have to, we hear a lot of issues. Some do not have the capacity, financial capacity to, walk through school.
Okay.
They engage in all sorts.
Yeah.
They engage in all sorts. I tell you, patience. Patience is another key. It's a virtue you need to have. For girls watching me right now. You have to be patient. It does not matter how long it will take you to achieve that. But with patience and perseverance, you can achieve it.
That's quite beautiful there from your Miss Christiana Njoku there from Lagos State. She's speaking right now. Let's talk about during your time in school and what have you. What were some of the overwhelming challenges you must have faced, and how did you triumph over those challenges at the time?
Well, one of the challenges I had was when I was in school. Most people want to, let me put it that way. I have a lot of people wanting me to, take them on one course or the other. That nearly affected my academics. But there was one that I had to just, concentrate on. So that really wanted to, affect my own result. What is it called? My own results at the end of the day. But I never allowed, because I believe I was born to, to lift people. I was born to impact. So when this person came, he had that like the favorite in the class, and he was like, okay, somebody brought him and said, if you want to learn anything, come to her. If you want to learn anything, just come to her. So it was a big challenge. I was thinking that how will I cope with the ones I had already, including this. How do I cope? But at the end, I succeeded, and the person, they were all happy. During exams, they want to sit close to her, want to do this, want to do that. All this I was just doing it because I wouldn't let all what I know or what I've learned so affected but I never bothered. But I thank God, because at the end, I was able to scale through. And
you find interest. You have lots of interest in coaching people, especially in making their relationship better. Why? Where did that passion come from? Why are you so focused on ensuring that you talk to young people and actually ensuring that they take better decisions when it comes to relationship? Where did that come from?
Relationship. Well, relationship issues, there are things that we need to take cognizance of. I see relationship as an investment. I see it as something that can either have a negative or positive influence upon your life.
Okay.
So whatever, let's leave probably marital relationship in its own meaning and essence is for both. To be able to derive how do I put it? To derive pleasure. I want to be in a relationship with someone, okay? It should be something you consciously walk into. Relationships, and even if in a corporate world, you understand, in customer service, when you want to relate with your customer, you must be intentional in your response. Your response must be intentional, because whatever you say to them, it could either batter them or or make them return to you. So likewise, when you are into a relationship, there should be a benefit. There should be, you are offering me something. It shouldn't be where your everything about you get drained. You should be able to boost yourself. So in terms of marital relationship now, so whoever you are engaged with, in relationship with, could either boost you or drain you.
Okay.
So you should be able to know the kind of friend you keep. What do I need? What will this person offer me? What do I gain from this person? Okay, what do I gain? Will this person be a booster, or will this person drain me? Because a lot of relationship today is just what I can get from him. Okay, most young people, they run after, young girls of nowadays, they don't care. But relationship has to do with a lot of things. It's not about the guy has money. It is not about the guy is, he has properties and every other thing. There are things that should be watched, or that should be taken into, consideration before you enter into a relationship. So when I started writing some articles on relationship, and I discovered that, my audience were grasping it, and they were, with all of their heart, they kept commenting that no, this is it. So I ventured into relationship coaching, because I noticed it's one of the things that can either break you down or make you up.
Okay.
So immediately I started writing it, I got commendation, and that was it. I fixed into it, and I went in for a course in relationship management.
Okay.
So that was how it started.
That's beautiful, dear. Be reminded that this edition of the Motivational Platform here is brought to you under the sponsorship of the Supersonic Money Transfer Service, which remains the best remittance service provider not only in the Gambia, but the rest of the continent. By extension, we're sending and receiving money from Canada, Europe, and the rest of the world to the Gambia becomes quite too easier. And we are joined with all Miss Christy Njoku, live from our Lagos State, Nigeria, as she speaks with us here on this platform here. Tell us quickly, you have been awarded the Inspirational, should I say, Motivational Woman of the Year 2020 by a very recognized body, that's Outstanding Women in Africa. What does this mean to you?
Well, the Outstanding Women in Africa Awards recently, recognized me for all these things. All these things we believe, because people, I've had a lot of people come to me, DM, they send me messages that, no, yes, this is it, you've been doing it before. So being recognized is not something new. They are not saying it is new because I'm already into it. Okay. When the award came, I got the mail. I was like, wow, women in Africa. And I was like, oh God, wow. Do you understand? So it meant a lot to me, because at that particular time, it meant a lot to me. I haven't, felt it that way, that the award would come. Now, not even now. Do you understand? Not even now. But I was intentional about whatever I do online. So when the mail came in that I should submit my profile, like, and the award came exactly. It was written, it was inspirational, the outstanding. That's it. The outstanding inspirational and motivational woman of the year. Yeah. So I was like, this can be intentional living. It could just be gotten from intentional living. So it means a lot to me. The award means a lot. I can't even imagine, the way people keeps coming. Since the award came, a lot of people have been saying, no, there's something about you. We said it, there's something about you. So it is just the beginning. To be awarded that kind of award amidst other, nominated candidates. Which means a lot to me, I would say.
Okay, that's beautiful to hear from you. This is the Motivational Platform here on Symbian VIP Magazine, and I say, be reminded that this edition of the Motivational Platform is proudly sponsored by the Supersonic Money Transfer Service, which remains the best remittance service provider not only in the Gambia, about the rest of the continent. Quickly, this remains a pan-African platform, so we always break some rules and then go outside a little bit. Nigeria is crucially divided on tribal lines and regional lines, political lines, and so to speak, like almost the rest of the continent. It's one of the toughest moments right now in world politics with the COVID-19 and what have you. And all of the higher heights you've climbed today in life was as a result of our building bridges with people, having the right kind of connection with different aspects of society. I want you to speak your language, the Igbo language, to Nigerians, to Eastern Nigerians, that in spite of our numerous challenges and difficulties or what have you, let us maintain the spirit of peace as Nigerians. So you're speaking your language first, Igbo language, after which you replicate that in Yoruba as well, for Nigerians to exhibit the culture for peace and national unity. I'm listening to you right now in Igbo language.
Okay. Ndewonu. Ndewonu ndị be anyị, ana m ekele unu. Ana m asị unu, oge erugo unu ga-eji ebilite na ikwe ahụ unu nọ. Unu bilite maka ọrụ dị omume. Ihe ọbụla unu na-eme, ana m ayọ unu biko mee ya ọfụma maka ndị mmadụ na-ele anya. Ndị mmadụ na-ele anya, hapụ ihe ị na-eme, etinye aka, mee ka ị bụrụ ọgaranya. Ihe m na-ayọ unu biko, ihe ọbụla unu na-eme, were ndidi na-eso ya. Ana m ayọkwa unu were ịhụnanya so ndị mmadụ, ịhụnanya so ndị mmadụ, nke ahụ kacha maka ịhụ ibe gị n'anya, ahụkwa gị n'anya, ihe niile ọ na-aga n'ọfụma n'ọfụma. Daalụ ndị be anyị.
That's very beautiful from you. On the other hand, I want you to replicate this in the Yoruba language, that let us hold together as Nigerians, let us put aside all of our differences and focus together on national development. Speak to government, speak to young people, that Nigeria requires a collective combination of all efforts, both from the national government and its masses, in the actualization of our national development objective. You use Yoruba language and talk to Nigerians.
Okay. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, ẹ káalẹ́ o, láti ibi tí mo ti ń sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ káalẹ́ o. Mo fẹ́ rọ gbogbo yín, ohunkóhun tí ẹ bá ń ṣe, mo fẹ́ kí ẹ tẹra mọ́ ohunkóhun tí ẹ bá ń ṣe. Nítorí pé àwọn èèyàn ń wò, etí wọn sì là láti máa gbọ́ gbogbo ohun tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń ṣe. Ẹ máa wo bí Ọlọ́run ṣe dá mi lọ́lá tó fún mi ní àmì ẹ̀yẹ yìí. Tẹ́ bá ń ṣe ohun tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń ṣe pẹ̀lú sùúrù, ọjọ́ kan wọ́n á wá yín wá, oore ọ̀fẹ́ á wá yín wá, àmì ẹ̀yẹ á wá yín wá, torí pé àwọn èèyàn ń wò, wọ́n dẹ̀ ti ń gbọ́. Mo ń rọ̀ yín, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ fi sùúrù, orílẹ̀-èdè yìí á dáa. Ẹ fẹ́ràn ẹnìkejì yín, ẹ fẹ́ràn ara yín, kẹ́ fi fẹ́ràn ẹnìkejì yín, torí ẹni tẹ́ bá fẹ́ràn, ẹni náà á fẹ́ràn yín padà. Kí orílẹ̀-èdè wa yìí ó lè dáa, ẹ jẹ́ kí a máa tẹ̀síwájú nínú ìfẹ́. Mo ń rọ̀ yín ni, ẹ jẹ́ a tẹ̀síwájú nínú ìfẹ́, á dẹ̀ dára sí i fún gbogbo wa.
Thank you so dearly much, dear. Thank you so dearly much, dear Miss Christiana Njoku, live from Lagos State. Quickly, we spoke about how multi-talented you are. We want you to give us, today is your own day today. We should be doing this for you, but unfortunately, Michael Howard doesn't sing. So I want you to make use of one of your talents here. I want the rest of the continent to see the other parts of you, the entertainment parts of you. Sing your favorite song for the rest of the continent on your day today.
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me live? I want you to do something for the rest of the continent with your talent music. Do something for us on your own day today. One of the best songs, you can go ahead.
Okay. I'd like to do this song. The song means a lot to me.
Okay.
Because it's like pointing to me.
Okay.
Of what God has indeed done for me. So I'm going to take this song.
Okay.
By Yada.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm the little girl, the lost sheep, lost in sin and fear. Unworthy yet you poured your love. Oh, you have dressed me in your righteousness alone. You look past my sin, my shame, my guilt. You poured your love. You look beyond me, oh. You look beyond me, oh. You saw my shame and my fault, yet you poured your love on me, God. You look beyond me, oh. You look beyond me, oh.
Wow.
And I'm the one that you have shown mercy. You have shown me mercy. You have shown me mercy. I am the one that you have shown mercy. You have shown me mercy, God. You have shown me mercy. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow. This is like, I'm having goosebumps on my body right now. This is so exceptionally marvelous. Thank you so dearly much. A very beautiful experience right now. Just before I take leave of you, you spoke your language, you spoke Yoruba language. I was very surprised that somebody from Eastern Nigeria is so very fluent. But the secret is that you grew up in the Oshodi, in Lagos, Nigeria. So I want you to speak to young people across the continent, in Liberia, Ghana, Freetown, Sierra Leone, Senegal, Antananarivo, Madagascar, let me say it, across the continent, on a need to remain being very hopeful and confident of their lives. Talk to the rest of the continent right now.
Okay, what I would say is this. Like I said earlier, I said no one can change your life except you stand up and take responsibility.
Okay.
Okay? Then opportunities may not come to you physically. It may not come the way you see it. Opportunities come, they come, they come covered, you may not see it. But be rest assured that there's always going to be a way. Do not for once, ridicule your life. There's one thing, there's a difference between when people begin to think negative about you, what you are not. They begin to say, okay, you are this, you are this. You cannot become something. You cannot become something in life. When you see it, when you conceive it in your heart, what you conceive in your heart to be, that's who you are. Do not bother about what others are saying. You are this, you are of this age, you have not achieved anything. Look away. Be focused. Just be focused. Then I will leave them with this. I really believe that everyone has a talent.
Okay.
They have ability and skill that they can mine to support themselves, to succeed in life. Now, you have that potential within you. Let that potential, let it come out. Once people begin to see that potential come out, it may not be money you need. Just speak out. Some are waiting for you to speak out. Once you speak out, they pick something from it. And before you know it, investment, they begin to, look for how to invest in you. That's how it comes. So do not wait. Money is not everything. Being financially capable is not everything. It has to do with you. Discover yourself. Because once you discover yourself, you will see people walk into your self-discovery and invest into you. That's all I have to say. So patience and knowing who you are will help you get to greater heights in life.
Congratulations on the award, and it's a very beautiful experience to have you on the Senbians VIP magazine and TV. Should I say happy birthday to you once more, and may the Almighty God, the God of all philosophers, provide you the opportunity, the zest to excel in all ramifications according to your faith.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Any final words? Any final words?
Hello?
Any final words?
Okay. Well, I want to leave this final words with viewers. It takes time, though it may take time. Wait for that appointed time. You may be doing all this and nobody seems to recognize you. Just keep being intentional. Keep working. Whatever you are doing, in as much as it is legal. I put it in as much as it is If it is legal, then someday it will pay off.
Thank you.
So stay at it intentional.
Thank you. Thank you so dearly much. We are very proud and honored to receive you here tonight. And those of you that have been following us live tonight, yeah, it has been a massive and beautiful experience for Miss Christiana Njoku live from our Lagos State, as she featured on the Motivational Platform here from that very beautiful country there. This is NBN's VIP Magazine, VIP TV, a Pan-African media house that connects the rest of the continent. It has been with me, Tony Michael, how tasked with the responsibility of inspiring and motivating the current generation of young Africans in the actualization of their respective dreams and preaching the message of peace and national unity, as well as revitalizing Africanization policy that speaks about good governance, social justice, democracy, human rights, and most importantly, the African unity. She says very key word tonight: confidence, believe in yourself, self-discovery. It's very important. You listen to how very beautiful and massive the profile is. It did not come overnight. She fought harder to have climbed such enviable height in her professional and career ladder. That's the same thing you got to do as a girl, child, and a content. Respect to each of you. If you like, follow us. Bye-bye.